Good morning, friends. Today we study chapter 3rd, magnetization. See, in previous chapter, dielectrics, we have seen that when a dielectric material is kept in an external electric field, it gets polarized. In the process of polarization, equal and opposite charges are induced on opposite faces of the dielectric material. As a result, net electric dipole moment acquires. The net dipole moment per unit volume is called polarization and it is a vector quantity. Okay. In similar way, if a magnetic material is kept in external magnetic field, it gets magnetized and material acquires a resultant magnetic dipole moment. We know that sources of all magnetic field is electric current. A material is composed of atoms and each atom consists of electrons circulating in the orbits around the nucleus. The circulating electrons are equivalent to current loops. Such small current loop can be considered as a magnetic dipole. So in a given material, each current loop acts as a magnetic dipole and hence it has magnetic dipole moment or magnetic moment. The magnetic dipole moment, denoted by letter small m, is the product of current I and area of loop A. Therefore, we write here magnetic moment m bar equal to I into A bar, where here I is the current through the loop and A is the cross section area of the loop. Now the SI unit of magnetic moment is ampere meter square. So this diagram shows a orbit in which electrons are revolving in a circulating in this loop. So this electron create a current I, and here we denote the area of the loop is A. So this arrow shows the direction of the magnetic moment. Okay. Each electron has orbital and spin motion. So each electron has orbital magnetic moment and spin magnetic moment. The vector sum of all such magnetic moments of electrons gives resultant magnetic moment to each atom. Next we see, in absence of external magnetic field, magnetic moments of atoms are randomly oriented. So there is no net magnetic moment of material, right? When the material is kept in an external magnetic field, magnetic moment of atoms get aligned in the direction of external magnetic field and material acquires net magnetic dipole moment and hence material is said to be magnetized. Now the net magnetic moment per unit volume of material is called magnetization and it is similar to the polarization. Okay. Therefore, here we write the magnetization m bar equal to small m bar upon V. Therefore, we write here magnetization equal to magnetic dipole moment per unit volume. So, write the unit for this. Magnetic dipole moment is current into area, then here is volume. So we write here current in ampere, area in meter square and volume in cubic meter. Therefore, the SI unit of magnetization is ampere per meter, because here meter square and this meter square get cancelled. So we will get the unit ampere per meter. Okay. So this is the unit of the magnetization, and here the magnetization is a vector quantity because here magnetic dipole moment is a vector quantity. Okay. Now we see next point, magnetic materials. Okay. Depending upon the behavior of material under external magnetic field, materials are classified as: first, diamagnetic materials; second one is ferromagnetic materials; third one, ferromagnetic materials; fourth, antiferromagnetic materials; and fifth, ferrimagnetic materials. Okay, so we see one by one. First we take diamagnetic material. Okay, the material which is weakly repelled by magnetic field is called diamagnetic material. Such materials are bismuth, gold, water, alcohol, copper, mercury, etc. Okay, that means diamagnetic material is the material which is weakly repelled by magnetic field. So it is called as the diamagnetic. Okay. Then we see properties of diamagnetic materials. The individual atoms of diamagnetic material do not have permanent dipole moment. Okay. Second, a diamagnetic substance is weakly repelled by a magnetic field. Third, if a thin rod of diamagnetic material is placed in a uniform magnetic field, it comes to rest with its length perpendicular to the direction of the magnetic field. So here is a magnetic field, north pole, south pole, and this is the rod of diamagnetic material. So it will come to rest perpendicular to the direction of the magnetic field, like this. Fourth property, when such material is placed in a uniform magnetic field, it has tendency to move from the stronger to weaker part of the field. Okay. And fifth one, when such material is placed in an external field, it is magnetized opposite to the field direction. So diamagnetic material get magnetized opposite to the direction of the magnetic field. Okay. That second one is paramagnetic materials. The material which is weakly attracted by magnetic field is called paramagnetic material. So this type of material is weakly attracted by magnetic field. Okay. In paramagnetic materials, each atom has net dipole moment. In materials, the dipole moments of atoms are randomly oriented, so net dipole moment is 0. Right? When such material is placed in external magnetic field, then atomic dipole moments are aligned along the direction of applied field. The resultant magnetic field in the material is greater than the applied field. Right? The tendency of material to increase the magnetic field due to magnetization is called paramagnetism, and material is called paramagnetic material. So see the figure first, in which all magnetic moment are randomly oriented, and here the magnetization is 0, that is m equal to 0. In next figure, when paramagnetic material is placed in an external magnetic field, then all magnetic moments are get aligned in the direction of the field. Okay, so there is alignment of this all magnetic moment in the direction of the field, and we can say that this material is said to be magnetized. Okay. Then we see the properties of paramagnetic materials. The individual atoms of paramagnetic materials have permanent dipole moment. Okay. So in case of this paramagnetic material, individual atoms have the permanent dipole moment. A paramagnetic substance is weakly attracted by a magnetic field. If a thin rod of magnetic material is placed in a uniform magnetic field, it comes to rest with its length along the direction of the magnetic field. Okay, so this is the diagram where this is parallel or in the direction of the magnetic field. Okay, when such material is placed in a non-uniform magnetic field, it has tendency to move from the weaker to stronger part of the field. So this paramagnetic material, when placed in a non-uniform magnetic field, so it has the tendency to move from weaker part of the field to the stronger part of the field. When such material is placed in external field, it is magnetized along the field direction. Okay, so with this lecture I stop here, and in next lecture we take ferromagnetic materials. Okay, thanks.